Right, welcome to yoga. Let us begin our practice today. Good. So still feeling the effects of the full moon, the full moon energy. And again, this full moon was about, well, all full moons are about like not doing, don't start anything on a full moon ever. No new beginnings, no new projects. Don't enter into a conversation that could get divisive. Yeah, and don't rush things during a full moon. Try to, like reflect and illuminate like the moon and just take stock in what do I want to rid myself of so I can shine brighter, right? With things that I like in life. And so we'll do a we're not going to do quite alternate nostril breathing today. So let's just start by moving. We'll start to move the body, shake the head, blink the eyes, wake yourself up. Or if you've been up for a while, it's towards the end of the day. Speaking of which, if you're watching this on YouTube as a recording, please share, like, subscribe. Every class is just a little bit different. Yeah. And shake off, what you're holding at the moment. Yeah. Again, moon energy you should observe, like there's just so many, you know, there's a really different energy when there's a full moon, like a day or so before and a day or so after. There's really different energy, and it can be really like jarring, especially if you don't know what's going on, or it can be, really enlightening, right? And if you have a practice, it's usually like, wow, you can really do a lot of shedding. And during new moons, when there's no moon that we can see, right, that's a time for what do we want to bring in? Like, yeah. So we're part of this universe, whether we like it or not. We're all one. And when we have two things, this deep sense and feeling of gratitude for what you have. And you can always come up with something, right? The littlest things, somebody gave me a smile, or, whatever the smallest thing is. Manifesting that gratitude just then allows us to feel connected to the whole. And when we feel connected, even if we live alone, whatever, we can feel connected to the energy, the earth, the divine, each other, right? We're all one organism. Yeah. And so it's just so comforting. That's a really comforting thing. All right. So we're going to do left nostril breathing. We're going to be breathing in through our left nostril and breathing out the right. So we're making like a circle, right? Like the full moon. I guess you'll be going this way. So starting with the left nostril. Yeah. All right. So let's just close our eyes. And notice your posture and see if you're slumped forward a little bit, if your back is in a little curve shape. And just feel lifting of the heart, as if the heart's lifting up and the top of the head is gently reaching to touch the ceiling. You feel that nice tall spine. Good. And then we're going to take the left palm and flip it up on your lap and touch your pointer finger and your tip of your thumb together. Kind of like it's like an OK sign. Yeah. And then you're going to take your right hand and bring the tips of the pointer finger and the middle finger, just touch the area between your eyebrows. Yeah. So your hand is up on your face. Good. Try to relax your right shoulder. Try to relax your right arm. Yeah. And then we're going to start to breathe. So we're going to take a cleansing breath in through both nostrils. And we're going to breathe out through both nostrils. And you're going to gently touch your right nostril, just gently, and inhale through the left nostril. Nice and long. Pause, and then exhale through the right and hold. Just touch the left nostril with your finger, middle finger. Yeah. And then touch the right nostril. Inhale through the left. Touch the left. Exhale the right. And if you have Ujjayi in your practice, you can tap into little Ujjayi breath. And just breathe slowly, long, slow breaths, relaxed. if having your hand up on your face doesn't feel right, or if you're any discomfort, feel free to bring both hands into that mudra on the left hand. You can bring your right hand back onto your lap, and you can just imagine breathing in through the left, pausing, and breathing out through the right and pausing. See how slow you can breathe for about 5 more rounds. Yeah. So this energy, this moon energy, is a time for release, right? Reflection, illumination. Yeah. Allowing yourself to immerse in these choppy waters of change that we find ourselves in. There's always change, right? And to actually embrace what the universe sends your way. Can we do that? It's hard with change, even if it's good change. Can we embrace that, knowing all will work out for our highest good, and feeling that as we are all one? Yoga, this practice, it gives us sort of a guidance to navigate these changes. Yes, this breath allows the body to relax, the central nervous system to calm down, so we can navigate the changes that are inevitable inevitable in our life. Yeah. And so just the next time that you breathe out your right nostril, relax the breath, float your right hand down onto your lap, release the mudra on your left hand. Check in with your posture, keeping your eyes closed. Just notice your breath. Nice, slow breath. Maybe your natural breath now is just slower. Maybe the body is a little bit more relaxed. Maybe the mind is a little more calmed down through this conscious breath. Yeah, taking this time again to not rush the process, to slow down, to reflect. Yeah. Okay. And then keeping the nice tall spine, you can feel free to keep your eyes closed. We're going to bring our palms down on our lap. Good. Take a nice breath in. As you exhale, let your chin just float towards your chest. Keep your shoulders reaching back. Good. And again, like that full moon, we're going to make circles with our head. So inhale, bring your head over to the right and up, and then drop it slowly over to the other side and forward. So just begin to make nice slow circles, inhaling up and exhaling to the other side and down. Just feeling your neck today, your shoulders. And the next time that the head comes forward, pause and reverse. Opposite circles. Stretch the neck. If there's ever any tension or soreness or stiffness, feel free to stop there and take a breath in and out of that space, and then continue on with your slow circles. Good. And the next time that the head comes forward, pause. Good. Wiggle your toes, find your feet. Gently press down into your feet to lift the head slowly back up. Good. And then if you'd like, feel free to slowly, gently flutter your eyes open. Let the light in slowly. We don't want to jar our eyes open. Yeah, that keeps the central nervous system calm down. Good. All right. And relax the arms. Just shake out the arms, wiggle the body. Good. We're going to make figure eights with our shoulders. Good. All right. So take a breath in, exhale it out. Inhale, bring your shoulders forward and up. and then straight down. Good. And then inhale, bring your shoulders back and up and down. So inhale forward and up. Exhale down. Inhale back and up and down. And so go at your own pace, just imagining those figure eights. Yeah. And carry the breath with the movements. And forward and up. Yeah, and when we make these little patterns with our body, it just occupies our mind to come into the present moment. Yeah, so you can, do your little figure eights. Yeah. All right. And the next time that the shoulders just relax down, you can release that and shake it out. Shake, shake, shake. Shake out your legs. Move the body. Yeah, good. Let's bring our legs just a little bit wider apart. Planting your feet on the floor. Maybe we scoot forward into our chair a little bit. Good. And take a nice big breath in. And as you exhale, start to hinge forward at your waist. Keep the spine straight. Keep the head above the shoulders. Don't drop the weight of your head. Yeah. And then go about halfway. And then take a breath in and exhale. Just go all the way a little bit further down. And now you can relax your head. Just let it fall where it does. It feels like it's available and you can access. Bring your one elbow and the other elbow onto your thighs. Let your hands just hang like a rag doll in the middle of your legs. So you're just dropped forward. And breathe. Good. Big Ujjayi breath here. And now bringing one hand to your thigh and the other hand to your thigh. Press down into your legs. Slowly bring your body back up. Good. All right, and shake it off. In between each asana, just shake the body. All right, we're going to get into our chin here a little bit and our jaw. So on an inhale breath, lift the chin up. Keep the back of your neck long. Don't drop your head back. Want to keep the back of your neck long and then just bring the chin up. Good. And then bring all of your fingers, your 8 fingers of your hands, right underneath your jaw. Good. And then stretch your jaw forward like you're pouting. And then start to slide your fingers down to your collarbone. Yeah. And then lift them off and bring them back to your chin and slide your fingers down. And one more. Good. And then relax the chin back forward, head back forward, release your hands onto your lap. It helps to tone here a little bit. And then take your peace fingers of both hands, open your mouth slightly, find your jaw joint. You can poke around in there and find maybe some tight or sore spots. And just with your fingertips, just gently massage, do little circles, relaxing the jaw. Yeah. Good. And then release that down. Good. And then one more for the jaw. We're going to keep just moving the lower jaw side to side. Like that and like that. I always liken it to like men that are shaving and they make that face. Yeah. So let's just let the lower jaw just glide side to side. Good. And then one more time, we're going to open now the mouth slowly and wide. And then close it and open the mouth slowly and close it. Good. And relax. Good, good, good. All right. We're going to take our right hand onto our left thigh. Relax the left arm. Press down into your feet. Inhale, raise that left arm out and up. Take a nice big breath in. Exhale it out. Stretch your left fingers up. Another breath in. As you exhale, hold on to your thigh, your left thigh, and exhale, reach up and lean over. So try to have your arm in line with your ear, not forward. Yeah, that puts your spine in a good alignment. So you don't have to go down as far. It's better to be up and have that arm in alignment. If it's available to you, turn your head and look underneath your left arm. Find your breath. Nice, long, slow breaths. Good. Press into your feet. Slowly bring the body back up. Good. Exhale. Let that arm just float down. Good. Now put that left hand, if you can, relax the shoulder, right behind your left hip. Take a breath in, elongate your spine. And as you exhale, grab onto that left thigh again. Twist at your waist. Turn. So your left hand is just there as a support for your spine. Yeah. Notice what's going on with your right leg, your right thigh. Is it caving forward? And see if you can realign it, the knee with the ankle. Yeah, just pressing it back slightly in alignment. And now breathe into your belly here. Getting that nice oxygen into your system. Yeah. All these practices, these stretches help to stretch and move all of your muscles, your tendons, your ligaments, all those teeny tiny little the areas of the body that need movement and oxygen and flow. As you exhale, relax. Slowly bring the head back forward. Slowly bring both hands onto your lap. Good. And wiggle it out. Shake out any tension here. We're going to do the other side. So left hand onto the right thigh. Just being so mindful, right, of each movement. Right arm down. Good. On an inhale breath, raise the right arm out and up. Take a nice big breath in. Exhale, stretch those right fingertips up. Another breath in. And as you exhale, reach up and lean over. So you can press into your feet to stabilize your body. Yeah, again, keeping that arm in line with the head. So if it's coming forward, come up a little bit and realign. Good. Take a breath in. Exhale, turn and look underneath the right arm and find your breath. Yeah, find a little smile on your face too. You brought yourself to yoga, right? This yoga that can just help us to navigate these waters of change and just to calmer. Yes. So we can calm down and look around at the horizon and find the calm spots and then just take our boat there. Yeah. And then on the exhale breath, relax, bring the head back forward, press into your feet, inhale, reach the body back up, and exhale, let that right arm, you can let the elbow bend, relax the shoulder as your right arm comes down. And then just land that right palm behind your right hip on your chair. You're just gently pressing down. That's almost like a second spine behind you as we twist. So take a breath in. And as you exhale, you can hold on to that right thigh, twist at your waist, even push into your left foot to turn. Try to do that at your waist. You can turn and look to the right as well. Find your breath. Nice, long, slow breaths. Belly relaxes and rises as you inhale. Yeah. Bringing your awareness now to that left thigh. See if it's caving forward and see if you can reach it back slightly. Breathe. Opening up our spine, stretching our spine, our back muscles, our hip joints. Yes. So many things going on here with the belly breath, massaging the internal organs, squeezing out some toxins in our liver, spleen, stomach. Yeah. And as you exhale, now relax. Slowly bring the body back forward. Good. Nice. And then we're going to heel toe, our feet back to hip distance apart. Good. We're going to extend our right leg long. Good, just a little bit of a hamstring stretch. So just by doing this, sometimes it's enough of a stretch for you. You want to keep this huge, big muscle right behind our big thigh, two big muscles in our legs. I want to keep them nice and stretched. Good. Take a nice big breath in, lift the heart, look up. You'll feel a little bit deeper stretch just by doing that, getting that nice posture. And then as you exhale, again, hinging at your hips, keep the chest up, keep the gaze forward, hinge forward. Start to feel a stretch on that big hamstring. Yeah. And just go as far as you have space for, right? That's enough. And then go ahead and release and relax the head looking down towards the floor. And find a few breaths here. And as you exhale, see if you can soften. Yeah. Soften the body. Good. And then on your next inhale breath, press down into your standing foot, that left foot. Slowly bring your body back up. Nice. Once up, take your right hand and help to rebend that right knee. And extend the left heel out. Yes. And again, just notice how that feels, right? However you're sitting. And now lift the heart and notice the stretch, a little bit deeper stretch. Good. And then keeping that heart lifted, keeping the chin up slightly. As you exhale, hinge forward. Start to feel that good stretch on that hamstring and go just as far as is comfortable, that you're feeling a good stretch. Good. And as you exhale, just looking down towards the floor. Again, a little smile on the face as you breathe, nice big deep breaths. And again, each time you exhale, see if you can just relax forward a little bit more. But then on your next inhale now to come out, press down into your right foot. Slowly bring your body back up. Good. Take that left hand and help to rebend the leg. Yeah, that avoids strain on the back of that knee. Yeah, good. Let's give yourself a little butterfly. Just relax the legs, relax the hips. Good. Hands on thighs. On an inhale breath, lift the chest. Look up. Slide your hands up to the top of your thighs. Stretch your shoulders back, reach your elbows back, open up your whole front body. Heart, right in the front of your spine. Give space to all those internal organs, your thyroid, your thymus gland. As you exhale, relax the body. Start to slide your hands forward, coming into cat pose. Just bring the hands to the front of your knees and just let your head drop. Relax wherever it lands. And then press into your feet, slowly bring your hands, let them slide up, reach your elbows back, look up. Yeah, look up at that full moon energy. And we have the energy of the full moon even if we can't see it, right? Right now here it's daytime, but it's still there. And then relax, coming into that cat. And slowly bring the body straight back up by pressing into your feet. Good. Relax your arms down. On an inhale breath, turn your palms out. Big breath in, reach out and up. Make a big circle. Circle, sweep your arms up. Turn your palms out. Exhale in and out of your nose now. Maybe with Ujjayi breath. And inhale. Just grab, almost like making everything, just grabbing everything on this globe. Right? We're all one. And exhale. Imagine if we all really felt like we're all one, we're all the same, how different the world would be. But as yogis, that's the energy that we can emit. Good. And exhale. Good. And now we're going to inhale and only bring the arms halfway up with our palms down. We're going to stretch our fingers long. Keep the heart lifted, look forward or up even slightly, and stretch. Feel that stretch from the top of your shoulder all the way to the tip of your fingers. Good, stretching. All again, ligaments, tendons. your nerves, right? Just giving yourself, opening up our body. And then relax the shoulders, bend the elbows, coming into a cactus pose. And then land your fingers on your shoulders, nice and gently. Relax your elbows down. Good. And now bring your elbows forward and then press into your feet to reach your elbows up. And then slowly fan your arms open, your elbows back and down, making big circles with your elbows. So good for giving space and opening and lubrication to our shoulder joints. Yeah, good. And again, smile on the face. You decided to take the time to take care of yourself. And when you do this regularly, you will notice it's subtle, but you will notice. All right, and then pause, and then let's go backwards with our circles. It's just this subtlety that you all of a sudden look back and think, I'm much more relaxed about that. I'm much less reactive to all the craziness and change that we are just force fed, right? Each day. It's like you can just let it roll off your back, right? Roll off your shoulders. Yeah, good. And just pay attention to what really needs attention, which is about, 8% of the 100% of worry that we have. Yeah, good. And shake it out. All right, we're going to just do a seated moon salutation and then we'll make our way to stand, right? So you want to stay at the front of your chair. And this is just let your breath flow along. Yeah, nice tall spine. We're going to inhale, reach the arms out and up. Good. Take a nice big breath in. And as you exhale, just lean over to the left. And press into your feet to come up on an inhale breath and exhale over to the other side. And then inhale, come back up. And as you exhale, step your left leg out and come into cactus pose. Yeah, good. A nice big breath in, lift your heart, look up. Exhale it out. Good. Then on an inhale breath, if it's available to you, straighten your left leg and reach your arms up. Going to come into seated triangle. So take a breath in. As you exhale, let your left arm drop down and reach your right arm up. Coming into a little triangle here. You can always keep this left leg bent. Yeah, good. And if you can, maybe look up towards the sky. And then look back forward. And now on an inhale breath, slowly bring the arms back up. Slide that knee, rebend it. Good. Come back into cactus. Exhale. Now bring that left hand, the top of the left hand onto your thigh. Top of the hand or top of the wrist or top of your upper arm. Yeah. And then inhale again. Press into your feet to stretch your right arm long. And then as you exhale, reach up and then just float over to the left. Pressing into that left arm to come up and over towards the left. Stretch your right arm long. Bring it to side angle pose. Good. And then inhale, slowly come back up. And exhale, slowly transition into cactus arms again. Into goddess pose. And then now on an inhale breath, bring your legs together, your hands together. Good. And then release your arms down. Good. And roll out your shoulders. So again, feet back to hip distance apart. Good. Release your arms down. On an inhale breath, press into your legs. Slowly bring your arms out and up. Take a nice big breath in, stretch up tall like you're just getting up in the morning. Exhale, relax your shoulders back and down. Good. Inhale. And as you exhale, just tip over to the right. Little side bend. Inhale, press into the feet to come up. Exhale, flow to the other side. Good. Inhale, press into the feet to come up. And exhale, drop your hands into cactus and see if you can step your right leg out to the side. Good. Coming into goddess pose. Take a nice big breath in, lift the heart, look up. Yeah, being open to change. Yes, if we're not, it will kill us basically because it's inevitable. Good. And on an inhale breath, if it's available to you, stretch, bring your right heel to the floor, stretching your leg, reach your arms up. Yeah, it's beautiful. And exhale, drop your right arm down. And inhale, reach your left arm up. So you're stretching your right fingertips towards the floor and your left towards the ceiling. Good. And if it's available to you, you can look underneath your arm, just giving your neck a little bit more love. Yeah. And if it's not, that's fine. Yeah. And then turning the gaze back forward. Good. On an inhale breath now, slide your leg back to bent knee and cactus arms. Find your goddess. And take a breath in. As you exhale, now place with the palm up, either your hand, your wrist, your forearm onto your thigh, whatever feels good for you. Inhale, slowly extend the left arm up. Good. Take a nice big breath in for side angle. Exhale, press into your right arm and reach up and over. So that right arm is pressing, or the hand is pressing into the thigh for leverage. And again, you can turn and look underneath that left arm. Breathe into that left lung, opening that whole left side. Left, even you can feel this stretch into your hip. Yeah. And bringing your gaze back forward. Press down into your feet on an inhale breath. Come back into your goddess pose one more time. Good. Take a breath in. Look up, lift up. Exhale, relax. Head forward. And on an inhale breath, bring legs and hands together. Exhale, release the hands down onto the lap. Relax your shoulders. Roll out the shoulders. You can release your arms. Yeah, move your legs, stretch. Such expansion. Yes. All right. And we're going to make our way to doing some standing. Yeah. So sliding heels back, hinging forward. I want you to bring your attention to the head staying above the shoulders if possible. You don't want your head to lead as you stand up. You want your heels to press into the floor. Yeah. And so take a breath in, exhale it out. And now on an inhale breath, press your heels into the floor as you come to a stand. Good. Notice how you feel as you walk to the back of your chair. Yeah, because we've been sitting now for about 30 minutes, right? So you can stiffen up. You can slide your chair out to the side, or you can just slide it forward for now. Yeah. And just move the body, wake it up, say, hello, standing. How do you feel today? And I always feel a little stiff when I'm sitting, certainly for a little while, and then I stand. But once you start to move around and your joints are like, oh, okay, all right, I need to wake up here. Yeah, and just roll it, move it, wiggle the legs. Yeah, good. And come to our mountain pose. Again, finding about a hip distance apart. It's usually about 46 inches. Yeah, palms are forward, kneecaps are lifted, shoulders gently back and down, chin tucked back just slightly. Yes, looking straight forward. Yeah, finding that nice tall posture in your mountain pose. Good, yeah. And then we're just gonna start to take a little walk, right? So swinging the arms as you walk. We're just gonna move the body a little bit. Yeah. And then if it's available to you, we'll start to lift a little slower and lift the knees up. Opposite hand to opposite leg. Yeah. And see how that feels. And if you have more space, maybe you lift the knee up a little higher. Nice and controlled. Yeah. Good. Good movement, good for our balance, good for our strengthening of the lower body, our legs. Yeah, good. And then come back to a nice walk. So again, as you walk now, it's summertime, we're walking more outside. try to use your arms, swing your arms. Yeah, that will help the momentum of the body as we move, as we walk. Yeah, good. And now see if you can walk on the balls of your feet a little bit. You can go back and forth a little. If you have your chair handy, you can use that to sort of, if you need a little support. Yeah. And now walk on the heels of your feet. Typically harder. More of a balance challenge there. Good. And now walk on the outsides of your feet. Yeah, stretching all the, again, little muscles, tendons, ligaments in our feet. Yeah. The other day I was with somebody and they had a little bit higher shoe and they turned their ankle. And this is really helpful to keep those ligaments. Yeah. And now the insides of your feet, nice and stretched. You'll get less hurt and you'll heal much faster. Yeah. And especially when we walk on our heels, stretching that Achilles. You want to do that. And relax now. Good. All right. Bringing the legs a little bit wider apart. Make sure that you have some space here to turn side to side. Good. Softening your knees. Good. And inhale to one side. Exhale it out. See if you can exhale this time a little bit more with effervescence, right? Releasing. We don't release the stuff that we carry, that we think we should be carrying, that feels heavy, that feels yucky, then there's no space for new, for things that give us joy, for things that make us happy and relax. So get rid of the junk. One more. And relax. Come back to center. Good. Bring your feet back to hip distance apart. Good. All right. On an inhale breath, press into your feet, reach your arms out and up. Good. Clasp your hands above your head, flip your palms up, press into your feet to stretch up nice and tall. Nice big breath in, stretch tall, press into your feet as you reach up. Good. Little side bend here, so take a breath in. As you exhale, reach up and lean over to the left, stretching that right side. Press into the outside of the right foot. Yeah. Inhale, come up. Exhale over to the other side. And inhale, come up. And exhale, let your hands float down. Bring your palms forward. Slide your hands back and see if you can interlace your hands behind your head here. Your thumbs can be reaching down alongside your neck for a little neck support here. Yeah. And now take a breath in, lift the chest, lean the head back, keep the back of the neck long, and look up. And just let your elbows drop back. And take some nice big deep breaths, just stretching the lungs, right? Letting the lungs be wide open to receiving oxygen, air. Like fish in water, air, we are in air. We survive in air. Yes. So let's take the air in, not just around us, but in us. Good. And as you exhale, just release the head back forward. Bring your elbows forward, soften your knees, and just let the head drop forward a little bit. Kind of little baby cat-cow pose. Inhale, press into your feet, straighten the knees, fan your elbows out. Just lay your head gently into your hands. And exhale, curl in. Elbows forward, knees soften and bend. Yeah, elbows down. Not big, just little. And one more time, fan out. Yeah, open up. And exhale, coming forward. Good. And then slowly come back up. Good. Straight up. And then gently unlace your hands. You can bring your fingers to your shoulders and just give your shoulders a little massage, reminding them to relax as your elbows drop down. Yeah, and release the arms out and roll it up. Good, good, good. All right, we're going to come into a little bit of a balance, a strengthening for our lower legs. And just simply, so have your chair handy here. Yeah, whatever side you're on. Yeah, and we're going to shift the weight into the inside leg now and bend the right knee. Good. And so find your nice posture, tall spine. Engage, squeeze your glute muscle here to engage these big muscles on your standing leg that's going to be holding your weight. Yeah, good. You can bring your hand either on your waist or you can just leave it down alongside your body. See if you can float your toe up off the floor and do some slow circles with your ankle. Keeping that nice tall spine, pressing down into the toes of your left foot, that nice strong leg. And now reverse. If you're feeling pretty stable, you can bring hands on waist for a little balance challenge. Good. And now pause. You can take a break. Lift the toe back up. And now we're just going to rock the lower leg forward and back. Really bring that attention to your standing leg, your thighs engaged, glutes engaged. Good. And now the whole leg. Straighten the leg and just rock it forward and back. You always have that chair to hold on to here. Yeah, lift the right toes up as you're rocking forward and back. The left toes, rather. Yeah, good. Just releasing giving that hip joint, right, on that left side, some movement. Good. And release. Ha. Shake it out. Nice, nice, nice. All right, and then if your chair's in front of you, that's fine. If it was on the side, let's just come to the other leg here. Good. So again, that nice tall posture, heart's lifted, shoulders are back like a soldier, right? There's a reason for that, right? You feel like a tall soldier. You get more air. You are focused onto where you're going. Yeah. Less chance for tripping, falling out. Yeah. All right, so squeeze that glute muscle on this side. Get prepared to carry the weight in this leg, and you can bend the foot. And if this isn't comfortable for you to lift, then you can just rock your heel side to side. Good. See if you can lift the toe up and do some nice controlled, slow circles, standing. And then other way. Nice and controlled. Good. And you can either take a break, lift back up, and rock just from the knee joint. Just have that. And again, if you feel free to keep your hand on your chair. If you feel that you're nice and stable, you can experiment with hands on hips. Nice tall spine. Yeah, good. And then you can transition into the whole leg. So leg is straight and you're just rocking forward and back. And again, the chair's there to always hold on to. Forward and back, just coming from the hip. Motion's coming from the hip, not the body. The upper body staying nice and stable. Yeah. You got this. One more. And release it out. Ooh, yes. Shake it out. Yeah. All right. Might feel nice to stretch your back. Well, let's do some figure eights. So I'm just going to slide this here for a sec on the back of your chair. Again, figure eights with our hips now. So softening the knees, hands on your hips. Good. And then bring your belly forward. And then over to the right are your hips and back. And then belly forward and over to the left and back. So marrying those movements in a nice flow, forward to the side and back. Knees stay soft, not locked. Yeah, just nice and slow. Ankle. And a couple more, just feeling that, again, movement in those hip joints where the femur comes into that hip socket. Yeah. And all the tendons and ligaments. So even if you have a replacement There's still muscles and ligaments all around that, and then relax. Good. All right, feet back to hip distance apart. Find your mountain. That nice tall spine. Relax the shoulders back and down. Belly tucks in. Tailbone tucks down slightly. Chin back slightly. It's always nice to check in with what it feels like to be nice and tall. Have good posture. Can be taller this way. Yeah, and avoid that rounding. When the skeleton, the spine starts to drop forward a lot, it just freezes there, right? It freezes that way, that kytosis. And that restricts all of that internal organ function, especially lung function, your breath. Yeah, so you want to keep those shoulders back, keep that nice tall spine. All right. You might want to have the back of your chair. We're going to come into a standing downward facing dog. Good. So just bringing the hands onto the chair here. Yeah, onto your chair. Just using that as gentle support. You're not pressing down. Just being mindful that you don't do this on wheels of a chair. You can always use a wall, and just come into a down dog that way. You can use the seat of your chair. Yeah. So find a support for the hands, and then just start to walk back. It's just basically stretching the whole back of our body here. So 1 foot at a time, walk back a little bit further back. Good. Soften your knees once you've reached your limit here. Stretch your hips back and just reach the fingertips forward. Or if you're on a wall, press into your palms. Then if you can relax your head between your arms. You haven't done down dog in a while. Feels good. And now you're going to breathe. So taking a breath in. And each time you exhale, see if you can stretch your hips back, reach your fingers forward. Just making that intention. So stretching from the fingertips all the way down your back muscles, your glutes, hamstrings. If you want a little deeper hamstring stretch, you can straighten one knee and let it bend and straighten the other knee, or straighten both and reach back and breathe. Feel that in your lats, your upper back, shoulders. Yeah. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Breathe. Good. Each time you exhale, see if you can sink in a little bit more. Good. And then on your next exhale breath, if your legs are straight, just soften your knees again and look forward slightly. And just one at a time, start to walk your feet back up towards your support system, back up to the wall or back up towards your chair. Yeah, when you get to the back of the chair, go ahead and lift the shoulders. Good. And it might feel nice to just stretch the arms out and up. Yeah, reach up tall. Take a breath in. Exhale it out. On an in, you could also have your arms in cactus if that feels better. On an inhale breath, stretch up and maybe lean back slightly, stretching your spine long and opening up that whole front body, rib cage. And exhale, bring the head back forward and just let your arms come down however you'd like them to come down. Yeah, and relax. Good. We're going to do one more, like a forward fold. So you can scoot your chair forward or off to the side. We're going to just do a version of ragdoll. So basically we're going to interlace our hands, one hand under, one hand over. And we're going to come into a forward fold that way. Or you can just have the arms straight down or on your thighs. All options. Yeah, good. So let's begin with our mountain. Good. And on an inhale breath, reach the arms forward and up. Stretch again up and back a little bit. And exhale, soften the knees, send the hips back. And you can start with floating the hands onto your thighs. See how that feels. Yeah. Good. And if you want to drop your arms, just let them hang down. Make sure that your tummy's tucked up. You can drop your head.
And then if you want to cross your arms here, that's an option too. A little bit deeper stretch for the shoulders, your shoulder and upper back. Good. Let's just come into your forward fold here. Again, tummy's tucked up to support your low back and your breathing. And if any of this is uncomfortable, you just bring your hands back to your legs. Yeah, good. And breathe. For two, this inversion, getting blood flow to the brain. When our brain feels better, when our mind feels healthy, we can handle anything. Yeah. And so if your arms are crossed, you can release them. If your hands are hanging down, you can bring them onto your thighs. Good. And then just one at a time, we're going to slowly start to walk the hands slowly up your legs. Yeah. Keep the head down. And then once your chest is up, your shoulders are up, then raise the head. Nice. Good. Roll it out. And shake off any tension that you might have built up there. Good. And relax. All right. One more back bend before we sit down here. Good. So find your mountain. Tall spine. Just lift your chest, right? Shoulders back and down. Just those two things. Just remember those two things. Yeah. And then the chin back slightly is, good also. Good. All right. We're going to glide our hands back. We're going to grab onto our right wrist with our left hand behind our hips. Good. And take a nice big breath in. Exhale and stretch your right hand down as with your left hand. Let it drag your right hand down a little bit. Take another breath in, and on an exhale breath, drop your head over to the left. Ooh, and feel that nice deep stretch in your neck. Should not be uncomfortable. Should just feel like a deep stretch. Yeah, and breathe. Opening up the top of the shoulder, your neck. Yeah, even your sinus on the side. And then relax everything. Slowly press into your toes to lift your head back up. Drag your right hand down to lift your head back up. And then release. Good. Shake it out. Move your arms forward and back. Just loosening up your arms. Knees are soft. You can do that your whole body. Just rock forward and back. Good. And then we're going to do the other side. So you're going to slide your hands back, grab onto the left wrist with your right hand. Yeah, I might not be mirroring you on this one. Take a nice big breath in. Exhale, drag your left hand down towards the floor. Let your right hand drag it down. Take a breath in, and on an exhale breath, tip your head over to, I guess it'll be your left. Yeah, or your right. Your right. Just the opposite side of the arm that's dragging down. And breathe. Feeling that nice, again, stretch, that deep stretch, top of the shoulder. Good. Ear, even ear canal here. Good. Should feel good. All right, when you're ready, slowly drag your left hand down as you bring your head back up and release. Good. And roll out the shoulders. Again, just move around. Let your arms just dangle, shake. And we better make our way down so that we can get a Shavasana in. All right, good job there, everybody. Coming to the front of your chair, mindfully sitting yourself down, sending your hips back. You want to almost squat when you sit, right? We're using these big hamstrings, not just where that's protecting our knee joints from having too much strain. And then slowly sending the hips back and finding your seat. Good. All right, we're just gonna come into sit forward in your chair here. Yeah, and let's just come into a little hip opener before we go into Shavasana. So hug that leg in and see if you can situate your right leg on top of your left.
not, bring the outside of your foot and let this onto the left and just drop that leg out. Yeah, good. Lift the toe if you're up here. Lift your chin, lift your chest. Feel the right hip. Yeah, that tension and tightness there. Take a breath in and exhale. Press your heart forward. Yeah, as you're hinging at your hips. And then when you've reached your full range of motion here, go ahead and just let the head drop forward. Good. And hands are just lightly laying on that top leg. Close your eyes. And again, breathe. Yeah. Just imagine, releasing, relaxing and releasing. What do you value? This time of, the energy now is clarity in your belief systems and what do you believe in and what do you not? And with each exhale breath, let that energy of what is holding you back release. Good. And as you inhale gratitude. Yeah. Exhale, let go. Inhale abundance in all forms. Exhale, let go of the junk. Relax. Find your left toes. Press down into your left toes. Slowly bring your body back up. And release that leg. This is such a nice stretch to do as often as you can because our hips get so tight. Both, for a bunch of factors, what we eat as we age, right? We sit a lot, all of that attributes to, and then tension and stress out in the world. That all creates the tension in your hips. And an inhale breath, hug this in. Good. See if you can land that left foot now onto the right leg. Make sure that you can lift your heart, be nice and tall, if not outside of the shoe, and just guide this leg open here. Yeah. Lift the heart, look up. Exhale, hinge forward as you start to feel the left hip. Yeah, close your eyes and lift your left toes if you're up here. And again, find your breath. And just imagining inhaling that positive, right? Clarity, abundance, and exhaling the junk, letting go of what you do not need to worry about. You only need to worry about something that you have complete control of, perfect control of, and that's almost nothing, right? So let go of the stuff so that you can let the good stuff in, right? That gratitude, that joy, that happiness, that will make you stronger. And when you're ready now, find the left or right toes, press down into your right toes, slowly bring your body back up and release. When you're doing this on your own, you can, linger there for a little bit longer. And just imagine as you exhale, just all the negative just floating out in that breath and out into the ether. Yeah, and bring in what you want with the inhale breath. Let's sit back into our chairs now and get ourselves ready for a little relaxation. Yes, so find yourself sitting comfortably in your chair. Take a little time to get comfortable. Palms up on your lap. Close your eyes. Find a smile of gratitude. Good. Take a breath in. Well, imagining it coming through the left nostril. Take a breath out, imagining it exiting the right nostril. And do 2 more breaths just like that circular breath. And then release the breath. Notice the shoulders, relax the shoulders. the arms. Soften the fingers. Feel your heart relax. Your belly soft. Your hips heavy. Thighs and hamstrings relaxed. Lower legs and feet relaxed. And toes. Whole body relaxed now. Whole body relaxed. And just for one more minute, let go of all of your efforts, all of your worries, all of your tension. Just let it float out in the gentle exhale breaths. Your mind begins to wander. Just bring your awareness back to your exhale breath. Bring your awareness to how you feel. Allowing this calmness to allow you to illuminate and bring to your life what gives you joy. Feel free to remain here as long as you'd like. Should you choose to slowly come back to the space, take a deeper breath in and let it go. Begin to wiggle toes and fingers. Just move the body, move it side to side. Just gently bringing your awareness to your environment now. And staying relaxed. Back to center. Eyes still closed. Float your hands into Anjali Mudra, prayer position. Rest your hands onto your heart. And take a nice big deep breath in. Relax the belly. Heart lifts. As you exhale, bow your forehead towards your fingertips. Relax your shoulders. Close today with this. Be thankful for the qualities you have been bestowed with, for they are not of your own making. and you're feeling ready and complete, at your own pace, you can gently crack your eyes open, let the light in slowly, and then open them a little more and a little more as you lift your head. And I thank you all for coming and taking care of yourself on this beautiful day, for finding that illumination and relaxing and giving yourself space to do that. Have a beautiful day. Namaste.